Receiving a compliment graciously absolutely contributes to that feeling of connection, that feeling of intimacy. I think it's human nature. It's certainly part of the wooing process. Every relationship starts out with this wonderful conversation of like why I was so attracted to you and why I thought you were so amazing because you were so smart and so funny and so handsome.
Go on. Laura, welcome to our space. This is still the set that we had from our last episode in which we delved into the importance of compliments in relationship. And what we noticed yesterday is people seem to have trouble accepting compliments. And I wanted to ask you, why is that?
Well, I think we all feel a little vulnerable when we're receiving a compliment because really we're under the spotlight for that brief moment. And if someone is complimenting you on something that you don't believe is true about yourself, in a way you feel fraudulent. So there's a little bit of discomfort. There's also some pleasure, but I think a lot of us have been trained to deflect that attention, to deflect that spotlight so that people don't think we're conceited.
Which do you think requires, more vulnerability and courage, to give a compliment or to receive a compliment graciously?
I think it's absolutely more vulnerable to receive that compliment because you're out of control in that moment. You have no idea what the compliment's going to be. So maybe someone gives you a compliment on your hair and you're thinking, ooh, I haven't washed it today. And yet everyone's now looking at your hair. So you can feel really out of control.
So is it, would you say, healthier to just accept the compliment and say thank you, or should you also give a compliment back? What's the best way to handle a compliment when you receive one?
Well, for me, one of the great things that I learned was just receiving the compliment graciously in a way was also giving. I always think about a gift. If I wrap up a present and I'm like, oh, they're gonna love this. And then I hand it to them and they go, oh, how did you know? I love this, I'm so excited. That feels great for me. And the same is true with a compliment. And if someone's willing to receive that, then I get a connection with them.
Do you think people, when they hear an honest compliment from somebody whose opinion they value, does that show that they know each other well, they're intimate and strong?
It certainly is a way for the other person to say, I see you. And that's such an important part of intimacy. We all have a deep need to be seen and understood, to be heard, to be loved. So this compliment is all of those things. And by rejecting it, we're actually rejecting the giver and the connection that we could have had.
Yeah, it's interesting too how detrimental a rejected compliment is to the party that's giving it, and how we just deflect because it makes us uncomfortable and we don't realize the impact that has on the other person.
Yes, in fact, one of the things that we find that women who become good receivers often appear much more confident than they did. We have this expression, things will get as good as you can stand with the compliments. If you can let them land and take them in and just be with that, then that's actually going to expand your capacity for self-confidence.
Laura, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. It's great talking to you.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
SoulPancake, subscribe.